I was so proud to be a Black American, right? I didn't feel the need to say African American. I felt exactly how they did. I'd been to several countries in Africa and felt like, I was in, I went to Congo, I went to Djibouti, Rwanda, Nairobi, Kenya, South Africa. I was been in a lot of those places, and I'm going, hey, Black American, I'm proud. We've accomplished a great deal. Do they really feel like we're connected with? Until I went to Ghana. Everything changed. Like, what happened was I found out, I got roots in Ghana. That's my lineage. But I'm not one of those people who just like is going to get on the bandwagon. I'm back in Mother Africa and all this type of stuff. But one thing that occurred to me is, think about if you run into an Asian dude on the street and you say, well, where are you from? And he says, I'm from Cleveland. My people are from Cleveland. You'd be like, that's not right. Where are you from? No, Cleveland. It's stupid, right? It's silly to think that man's beginnings were from Cleveland. There's more to this story. It's exactly the same for us, for me. When I would say South Carolina and Louisiana, because my mother was from South Carolina, my father was from Louisiana, that's, even if I didn't know what lineage I had, that's part of the story. Just as much as the Asian do. When I think, oh, I'm thinking the beginning of who I am is a slave. Deal with that for a second. I think my beginnings of my historical background started in South Carolina and Louisiana. What do you think that does to my psyche? Think about it for a second.
That's a good point.
And the fact that I knew that there was a bigger trek that started in Ghana. And believe me, I'm not one of those that like, I want to hold on to mother. No, I was cool being a Black American and very proud of it. But damn it, I realized that me telling myself that South Carolina was enough, oh, that's some for me. I can only speak for me. But when I went back and the way I felt, man, I wish this for anybody Black living in this country. I think you free yourself and you see yourself in a different way even if you say, which I think the right answer is, when somebody says, where are you from? And you go, I actually don't know where my historical African roots are, but my great-grandfather was from North Carolina or whatever. That frees you to know that there's more to your story. But when I learned about Ghana and when I went back there, it felt different from every place else because I felt like, oh shoot, when I landed in Ghana and I looked around, I'm like, yo, if you put a Nike shirt on this cat right there, he looks like he could be walking right on Ventura. And I clearly saw where the slaves came from because I'm going, these look exactly like American Black people right now. And in Benin and places like that. Well, when I'm in Eritrea and places like that, I stick out like a sore thumb. He's like, yeah, hey, where's this big Black American? Oh, he's right there. I would stand out like a sore thumb. And you realize that's where you got these big old strapping Black folks from. And to know that we weren't slaves, man. We were absolutely talented farmers and technical people, because that was the industry in Africa. You had to know how to farm. They kidnapped successful working people to build a country.
Yeah. But
psychologically, slaves is the term. Okay? And believe me, I'm not that cat that's like, yes, I'm not this dude. I'm not that guy because there's not something in me that feels like something's missing, and I got to put that in there. Till I realized, and I went there, I can never look at myself the same. And oh my goodness, like I said, I wish that for everybody to find out.
This is exactly the reason why we always tell you about the fact that you need to visit Ghana. There are certain things that are not better told but better experienced. When we tell you to come to Ghana, coming to Ghana is a sense of renewal, a renewal of the spirit, renewal of the mind, renewal of your perspective, okay, renewal of your understanding, and renewal of insight. That is what Ghana basically is meant for. So I always say that Ghana is the country where almost all the countries in the world have their histories embedded in it. I don't know, from Britain, Germany, America, name them, Denmark, Polish, Portugal, Greece, Argentina, Brazil, name them. When it comes to Africa, Nigeria, Gabon, Kenya, Mali, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, like Egypt. Well, name them, and you wouldn't understand this. We are talking about slavery here, okay? And you would only have to come and appreciate. As we say, experience is the best teacher, right? So Ghana is here to be that best teacher to take you through all of these processes, okay? You can visit any country in the world. You can go any part of the world to kind of go and taste their food, experience the people, their culture, and everything, right? Ghana also gives you the same vibe, the people, the culture, the same vibe, the experience, okay? But when it comes to slavery, a lot of people have read about slavery and other people has heard about slavery, but the actual experience of slavery is Ghana. That is where Ghana's difference with other countries come to play. That is why you would have to come to understand how, why, which, and all of these questions, okay? You will come to get the answers to all of these questions. I am so sober right now, and I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I just want you to try to understand me, okay? Because there's something about Ghana that you don't know, or you haven't heard, or you haven't experienced before, but you need to come. That's why we always tell you that come to Ghana, visit Ghana. As soon as you reach the airport and you take one step, it leads you to discoveries. The video talks it all, but this is just a topper, okay? Come to Ghana. Ghana will definitely have its way of humbling you. It will humble you because you have been told a lie, and that lie will unravel itself when you enter the country Ghana. Ghana will definitely have to reshape you to give you a different perspective of who exactly you are. So anywhere you are in the world, you have to come to Ghana. Your people, your leaders have been coming here. So what is stopping you from coming here? They know why they come here. They sometimes come to even apologize. Okay? So come and visit Ghana. This is all that this video is about. Okay? Come and visit Ghana. Know Ghana for yourself. Do not know Ghana because you are told of. Come and know Ghana for yourself. Ghana will have a way of taking you through certain processes that you've never thought of. And by the end of the day, you have something to tell others. Thank you for joining me. This is AduKash Official. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a favor, subscribe, like, and share. I didn't know if I made sense in this video, but I pray that you find a reason in this video to take an action on. Peace out.